All right. All right. Hi, I'm Chris, and today I'm going to be doing a video on, we're going to take this apart, lube it up, clean it, just to show you what it looks like. Don't be scared to take this apart. And we're going to set this odometer back to 0, okay? All right, so the first thing you want to do, take it out, back. 2 screws, 1/4 inch. Probably want to do it like this. Okay, screws out, put them in a safe place. You're gonna pull this up. Should have this blue thing on it. Make sure you have the clip on it for the speedometer cable. This, we're not gonna do anything with this. Just make sure the rubber grommets are in there, and if they're replaced as necessary, whatever. That's that. Bye-bye. Okay, so now we got this thing for the speedometer cable. Take care of all these parts. This blue thing, shield, keep that. This, whatever that is, I don't know. Take these two, take the needle out. Never grab the needle like an idiot from over here. It should just kind of twist off, okay? 2 screws. When you loose these up, don't bend the face. Don't scratch the face. Be careful. Take the face off, go wash it. I've already washed this one. You know, don't be stupid when you're over here looking at it up close. You can see the rust on the letters. Don't be a sissy about that, and you know, and think you need to buy a new one. You know, we're just doing we're restoring a driver for me to drive on the weekends. Okay, so it looks like shit. It looks bad up close, but man, when that's in the car, I actually had this in the car 10 years ago, and man, I never even noticed that until I took it out and cleaned it up. So don't worry about stuff like that. Another thing is, this was, well, it had this piece on there. I just put another piece. But from the factory, I'm going to call this one from the factory. I don't think anybody done this, because if it does, I'll just put another piece on there. So if you do have one of those columns and you're trying to convert to a floor shift, I don't know. I never even knew. I thought this was a floor shift speedometer this whole time until I got to taking it out, and whatever, just an idea. I'm leaving it alone. Okay, so get it like this. All right, be careful with it. 2 screws. Make sure you're holding it like this. Okay. You're gonna take this piece off, up, straight up. You don't want to bend this little needle thing right here. Watch the little needle. Don't even play any games with it. Take this white gear out. All right, be careful, hold it straight up so this little needle don't get bent or anything. Take this white gear out, comes right out. All right, as soon as you get that white gear out, put this piece back on here. Put that back on there, put these screws back on, and tighten it down. Good. Put that back on there, snug it up. You don't want that needle, you do not want to hit that needle and mess that up, because I don't know what it is exactly, but it's going to mess some kind of calibration up and you're going to be screwed. So alright, come back over here to this side. Little clip right here, take this clip out. Oh yeah, that could have been pretty bad. Alright, now do that this way. Bloop. Don't scratch it, take it out. Alright, go back in here. I just sprayed this with some kind of lubricant, whatever. You know, don't quote me on that. You need to figure out what you need to do to this. I'm not messing with this part. So I'm just spraying it down with some lubricant, put that out of the way. Okay, this piece likes to fall apart. Okay. Alright, if you can get it out like that, like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm probably gonna put epoxy or something and kind of build just a whole layer over it with epoxy, okay? Because that is gotta have that in there, okay? Now we're gonna go over spinning this thing backwards. Very simple. Get a feel of what's going on. Whatever's on the opposite side of these little locking tabs is gonna be what's showing, okay? So play with this thing a little bit, get a feel of it. So right now it would be on 22,182 miles. Alright, make damn sure this thing is working. Make sure it's working. What I did was I just filled it up with this oil and then wipe it off very carefully, because it will start to take the white paint off. So just play with yours, make sure it works, whatever. Alright, now we're gonna set it back, get a feel of it, see what happens when you try to run this back. It stops at 0, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the first tab right here and we're gonna just roll it back until it locks into 0. See, we got 0 there. Okay, so as soon as you get that first one on 0, like I said, we're just going to keep spinning these back until we get them all on 0. Alright. Hold your tabs. Keep spinning back. See, we're on 2. Spin it back. 3. Yeah, sometimes you're going to have to do this. You're going to have to go all the way back around. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Got it back. That's all you do. Once you get that on all zeros, just confirm that all the little tabs are in line. You're going to put your little piece back on. The piece that wants to break. We're just gonna put this piece back on and these all in place. See, it's falling apart. It is really freaking doing this to me. Figure you something out. Or you might have to make a new piece like this. It actually wouldn't be that hard just to make a new piece out of plastic. Just cut it out with a Dremel. Do with this little piece. Wow. I'm gonna cut the camera off and I'm gonna have to cut me one out of plastic or something, man. This ain't gonna work. Okay, and like 20 minutes later, I'm gonna go ahead and show you what you do in case your little speedometer, your odometer thing just falls apart like this. This is a piece of shit, okay? So what I've done, I just took some thin plastic. Alright, and with the Dremel, I cut holes that will go over this. Okay? So can you see that? Alright. And this has been a bitch to do this. This has not been easy doing this, so just giving you an idea what you can do if yours is broke like mine. Keep something in here to constantly straighten these up. And get familiar with your piece. I had to sand it right here. I cut these out with a Dremel. They're literally a 1/4 inch apart, and there's 5 of them. So when you get something like that, you're gonna have to cut you 2 more pieces like this. The arrow indicates that that is the piece that I cut. So the cut makes them straight. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some super glue here, and we're going to make these perfectly straight, or as straight as we can get them, and then we're gonna glue it. It wouldn't even hurt to do that, just to make damn sure that they're all seated on there. We're gonna glue this. Get that in there. Make sure you still yeah. Oh yeah. Dude. Test it. Oh yeah. Perfect. Make sure you don't get none of this glue on the damn thing. Now just we're gonna let this dry, and then we're gonna try to trim it. We're just gonna trim it to where it fits in there. But now, man, that's badass. I mean, that's awesome. And we know we're gonna have to at least cut. Yeah, so we know we're gonna at least have to cut that out of it. All right, piece fitting in there good. Go ahead and test it. Whoa. All right, we got it back to 0, 0, 0, 0. Got everything in there. Numbers look straight. Put our white gear back in there. I'm just gonna put a little bit of oil on it. You can put very careful, straight up. Sorry, forgot that gear. Grease, oil this shaft. All that back in there. Go ahead and oil these little screws. Alright. Alright. Back to 0. Looking good. Put your little clip back in on this little shaft. Right here. Has a little place for it. It's in there. Alright. What's next? Okay. Let's put this face thing on. Two little screws. These are usually rusty. I don't care. I'm just gonna leave them like that. I don't care. All right. Put your needle back on. It's fine. Alright, just make sure it kind of works, just spin it, whatever. Hopefully these are in calibration. I've had these cars before, and it seems like if nobody's been in there, I mean if water hasn't been in there and it's pretty clean, that they usually stay in calibration. So oil everything up in there. Next thing we got is this piece, and this is going straight on the car, man. I'm not even playing around with this. That first, this blue thing. And then the speedometer cable thing. And then your housing. Oh shoot, this one goes straight in the housing, alright. And when you're comfortable with it, put it in there like this. Don't hold the face, because you can bend it. Get it in there. Do it upside down like this. Alright. Be easy with it. Last thing you want your gauge to be in there crooked or something. That would really suck. Get these started, take the weight off of the gauge. Alright, now we can just tighten it and we can be done and ready to drive it. Always jiggle this stuff, make sure it's setting like it's supposed to set. Alright. A little bit of pressure. Yep, just making sure it's working. Alright, so we got our thing set back to 0. Now we can put this in our car because our car is going to be perfectly brand new. There you go. Thank you.